Okay, I'm working with the 2020 Toyota Tacoma. First thing you're gonna do is just pull out in this panel here and access this 10mm bolt that's right here. And then there are two more screws under here. They're all 10mm. You need to remove all three of those. Once those are removed, this lower panel simply unclips. So if you just pull out on it, it'll unclip all the way across and all the way up to here. And then you can remove the panel and simply get it right out of your way. You don't have to unclip any of these connectors. Just leave the panel sort of hanging here. Once you get that lower panel off, what you're gonna do is you're gonna locate on both sides of the steering wheel. There's a Phillips screw. There's one here, and then, gotta get the key. There's also one on this side. I've already removed them, but you want to take these two screws out. Once you take those two screws out, you can put some sort of a tool in here and just remove the lower steering column cover. Now, once this is removed, the connectors we're looking for are this one here, and then this one over on the passenger side of the steering column. There is a third connector that we're going to access after, which is this plug here. This one's going to go all the way over to the passenger side kick panel. So what you want to do first is unplug this one and then plug the two mating connectors. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong plug. Unplug this one and plug in the mating connectors here that go into that spot. Make sure it clicks. And then go ahead and plug that one in there. And then this one, you're gonna route up behind here and then over to this location here, and then again plug these back into there. And then once you get everything mounted, you are going to want to take one of the zip ties and just tie that up down there so that it's out of the way from all the mechanics of the steering column. Now again, with this other connector, it's going to go over to the passenger side. Same deal, you're going to want to route this through here and then down under the dash, and you're going to go back behind the center console down here and get it over to the passenger side of the vehicle. Same deal, you're going to want to find a zip tie and make sure you tie this wire up over here so it's not hanging down in the area of the gas pedal. Okay, so now we're on the passenger side here, the center console, and if you look up in here, there's our plug. I'm going to pull this through over to this side. And again, this is going to go inside this kick panel here. So what you're going to do, this part just unclips. So unclip that, get it out of your way. And then up here in the corner, there's a screw. It's a plastic screw. You just unscrew that by hand. And then once you do, this will come out. What you want to make sure of though is this doesn't happen. See this clip here? That clip came out. It needs to be removed and put back in here, same as that one is, so that it clips back together fine. Now the connector that we're looking for is right up here. So it's right here. There's an airbag connector, a black connector, and then the white connector right below it. You're gonna unplug that, and then same as you did on the other side, you're just gonna plug your mating connectors into here. And then the back side of that, of course, into there. And then what you want to do is simply tuck your wire. Just pull the rug down and tuck it in behind the carpet so you hide it so that it gets over to the other side. And then we're at the point where we can actually program the remote starter. So once the installation is complete, you're going to see that the LED on the remote starter is red, or should be red. All you're going to do at this point is hit your push to start button twice so that the ignition turns on. Ignition is on, turns orange, shut the ignition off, hit the button again twice, turns green, and the remote starter is now programmed. If that function does not work, or that programming does not work, you're going to do a reset. The way you're going to do a reset is you're going to simply unplug this blue connector, and then you're going to plug it back in while holding down the button on the side of the remote starter. And when you do that, the LED will turn orange and reset it so you can start that programming process all over again. After this point, just follow the instructions for the remote starter on how to operate it. Make sure all the doors and the hood are shut, and you should be good to go. Thank you.